What's up, alexy1 here, playing Kingwalker in 1G3, and we're gonna make our normal setup here. I'm gonna capture on E4. Wow. Okay. So we get a somewhat boring position, but let's see. Where do we want to put our pieces? Let's just go C5. I'm gonna go 96 next, and if he takes, well, at least we've got the bishop pair. So let's attack this pawn center. Okay. So I'm trying to attack all the weaknesses in his position, whereas my weaknesses are also, well, they're there. So I'm gonna get my knight to b4 if I can. Yeah, I was wondering about that. So I'm just gonna sacrifice a pawn. He has to take, I guess. And we'll get our bishop in. And now we've got the bishop pair versus no bishops. But the problem is this bishop is passive and, well, we're a pawn down, which is also a problem. I do think we're not really worse. We're definitely not better, but we're, my guess is not really worse. Well, maybe if you can get a knight to d6, we're worse. So let's block the g5 e4 idea. So I wanted to go king e7, but then he can just take everything or play knight d3 immediately. Well, that probably. So, okay. Well, my pawn sacrifice was bad then. So I'm trying to keep my pieces on now. Knight d3. I'm probably gonna go bishop a5. Well, no, I'm gonna go bishop e7 then. Unhappily, but I'll do it. Rook d7 doesn't do anything because of king e8. And if c5 here, we have bishop e6, bishop a6, I mean. So let's go c5. This is a weakness now, but yeah, 94. Oh, 94. We had rook d4 probably. So what's next? Let's do this. So if he takes, we can take with the bishop, and we get a bishop in, and otherwise we have this e4 square protected, which is a bonus, because that's his way in. So this probably seems to be drawish, I would presume. Because how is he gonna do anything here? Yeah, okay, good luck. Deciding between king c6 or bishop e7, b6, whatever. I like my bishop here, so I'm gonna go king b6. King c6. My intention is to go to b6 next. So, okay, so maybe h5, just defending everything. Yeah. Okay. And now I have to choose between capturing, which is probably a draw. Well, if I capture, f takes is annoying, and there's a knight coming to f4. So yeah, I've got no choice other than to accept a draw here.
Draw?
Too bad. So this knight c3 is a bit weird. Normally the knight goes to d2, then f4 to get the other knight to f3. But e4 here, yeah, I don't know. I think I should take here. And d takes, yeah, I should be, well, maybe I shouldn't do this, because the e5 is pretty annoying. Yeah, I don't like to play knight c6 here, because this pawn is now somewhat backward. Can become a weakness, so we'd rather not have that. If I castle e5, yeah, maybe I should go to d5 though. Because then we get c5 in and knight c6, and we're fine probably. Yeah, so this is a position where I'm up the bishop here, but I'm down on pawn structure. So yeah, normally it's somewhat in balance, but seeing as these two pawns are are also isolated. For instance, if they were on the b file, it'd be much better for me. But now these pawns are super weak, so I'm guessing white is a bit better here. He has the square for his knight eventually, like so. And yeah, I'm not really liking this. The c4 move I don't like by him. Like I said, here, he ideally wants to have a knight on c4. So a move like b3 is maybe better, because then he can also put the other knight there. I don't know. I'm somewhat trying to get loose with f6 here, so knight f3, probably a move like bishop a6 or something. The engine wants to go knight c3. I don't really understand that move, but knight d2 seems reasonable here. Whatever, he played c4, but this gives me some options. Maybe knight b6 isn't the best. I should just go f6 here, maybe. If he takes, we're gonna take with the bishop, and then we're gonna play e5. So this i5 idea is pretty well, it's a pretty good idea. Because I'm trying to get a4, and if I get a4 and I'm fine, so he played a4 himself. And then my knight is doing nothing here, so this a4 move seems to be fine as well. Therefore I played knight a8. Rook a3. Yeah, this is the problem, because it's now hanging, and if I have to go rook a8, I don't have a plan. My knight on c7 is bad now, if it can't go to a6. So. And I can play bishop d8, knight a6, knight b4, but it seems very slow, I don't know. So something like this. And then this, knight e4 probably, bishop b6. And then we're somewhat in time to play that. Maybe even here. Because if he takes, we have this nice little trick here. So maybe that's an idea, I don't know. This pawn sacrifice is probably just bad. If I can't, well, if this pawn wasn't here, for instance, if this pawn was on a6, it's definitely fine. Because then my bishop is, my light squared bishop is just, well, it's much better. But now it's not, and I can't really get both of my bishops active at the same time here. So yeah, I don't know. Probably this bishop c5 is bad, and I should just play c5 and try and get my light squared bishop active. Yeah, and here I'm just worse was hoping for a move like this because bishop a6 is pretty annoying for him. But yeah, he's still holding, and eventually he's gonna win the b pawn then. So knight e4. I was gonna play rook d4 probably, because he can't really take here because of this move, and the knight is pinned. As you can see, he's still better here, strangely enough. Well, it's drawish now. But f5, yeah. And this ending is harder to win. It's probably still winning, but it's definitely harder to do. Maybe this h5 is bad. I'm not really sure. I was afraid of a move like this, but I always have bishop takes h4, so maybe h5, then g4. I like how the engine just doesn't mind. It just takes it without any remorse. Yeah, but how to continue here? I don't really see a winning idea. A move like this is probably just bad because I can take. Just win this pawn back. Still, this ending is better for him. Because, well, although the pawns are equal, he's got a passed pawn here. His knight is active and my bishop is passive. But there's only one, well, is there only one weakness? The whole problem here is his knight really can't really get close to the A file, so he can't really support it. And his king can also not enter anywhere. This is blocked, this is blocked, this is blocked, so yeah, I don't know. It's probably still draw. The engine can't really seem to find a way either, so I'm guessing it's fine. So not really a good game, but an interesting one nonetheless. So we'll see you next time.